Click. It's
Okay, so last time you guys were at the monastery having your onsen with the prince and the others.
The naked fun.
Yep. It's the demonetized session. And then you guys came back down to Mylel's garden. While the others are waiting for you up at the monastery, because while you're here, it would be a good opportunity to go and get the Heaven Piercer dagger, which was here. So that's it there on the altar inside the tower, which was in ruins, and was guarded by a Medusa.
That lazy fucking murdered.
Yeah, I
Fucking
slaughtered it.
destroyed.
Yep.
I went
Just
Game
cut
of
off its-
Thrones.
Just cut off its head and put it in.
I went full
Put it in a
on
blanket, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
One of my blankets.
Just full on Game of Thrones. That shit.
Head in a sack.
I'll need to sell a new blanket now.
So, what would you guys like to do?
Well, we
Okay,
just
what do I
go
need-
out.
What do I need to roll to attempt to read a scroll?
To read a scroll?
Yes.
It would just be. Let me check your thing here. You should be able to. Let's just roll an Arcana check.
An Arcana check? Okay. Okay, so I want to try to read my scroll of Identify.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yep.
Okay.
So you do. And you cast it on the dagger.
Yes.
All right. So you know that this dagger is not just a magical weapon, but it's a weapon that has its own personality. As well as that, the dagger has +2 to hit with melee attacks, +1 to range, and it uses dex instead of strength for the melee bonus. Deals 2d6 +2 piercing damage, +1d6 radiant damage every hit. And once per day, when the enemy's been killed by this weapon, well, when an enemy has been killed by this weapon, you get an extra attack action.
Okay. Okay. So Lysira. So after doing that, Lysira slowly picks it up.
All right. So you pick up the weapon, and immediately you hear this voice flood your head. And it says, yes. And I'll get you to roll an intelligence saving throw.
This is gonna be a sassy weapon.
Is this the episode where Lysira gets possessed?
Yeah. You feel it try to sort of push its way into your head, and you manage to block it out. But
Okay,
you can
I was-
still feel it, like communicating with you. And it says, "Finally, one that will use me."
That was like mildly sexual.
Is Lysira turned on by this?
Oh no.
Was it a male or female voice? Is the question.
You are unable to tell.
Oh. The unisex gender.
So is it speaking out loud, or is it in my head?
It's in your head. You can hear it. No one else can.
Okay, and can it hear me just hearing my thoughts?
Yep. You can communicate telepathically with it.
Okay. So, Lysira was actually cursed in the first session, and now every magic item she picks up just becomes sentient.
But like it's actually just her.
Because she's drinking dragon jizz.
Oh no.
So Lysira just says, "What do you want?"
You hear silence for a few moments, and then you hear the voice reply, "One that will feed me."
Oh boy.
Mm.
Feed me!
Put it back.
Feed you?
It's at this point that I'm going to stop doing the voice because I have a sore throat and it's destroying me.
sweet.
Jake's all like, no,
Yes.
continue.
But now that we have an idea of what it sounds like, it says that it would it craves the blood of its enemies.
Who are your
I was
enemies?
gonna say of a virgin, and then Feywild just like booked it out of there.
That's okay. That's okay. I have 3 right here.
No. Are you assuming that Gunther's a virgin?
I am pretty certain that Gunther is a virgin.
Gunther has a lot of secrets, you know.
You don't actually know anyone's slave.
What?
It's at this point that Faye just goes, "Oh yeah, I totally slept with like 20 girls before we fucking left." Just FYI.
Just to make sure.
That whole reason I left the hot spring early, that's why. I had just a huge fucking orgy, so I'm good.
GG.
I think we should sacrifice Gunther.
I'm shaped like a friend. I gave out blankets.
So, anyway, Lysira says, "Who are your enemies?"
It says all that would oppose my wielder.
Ooh.
Oh god.
Oh, neat.
No,
Mr.
not
Grey.
neat.
So Lysira suddenly has this big grin on her face, and she replies with, "Then I think we're gonna get along great."
Oh my god.
I'm scared.
This
It
was a
says
terrible idea.
excellent.
Aren't they supposed to be holy weapons?
So how's it going over there?
Are we sure this isn't the
I mean-
fraud?
I mean, the guy at the Mages Guild did say that Heaven Piercer wasn't a holy weapon.
Oh
He
my
said that
god.
it was like the one that's like least of the
God
holy
damn it.
weapons.
Of course it would be. So at this point, I feel like Lysira's just been standing there staring at the weapon for like a solid 3 minutes, and we're just like,
And then
Okay,
all of a
this is
sudden she
our
has this
chance
big
to-
grin on her face.
Are you alright over there?
is she okay?
It's okay, we got a Medusa head, so we got
Farah
this.
walks over, picks up the knife, is quiet, and then just has this big smile. Hashtag just Yuri things.
Oh god.
So Lysira's gonna put the weapon away and say, "Yeah, I just cast Identify on it. It's about as normal as I thought it would be."
I don't know.
Right.
Can we
Are we fooled by this?
yeah.
I mean,
Roll a deception check real quick, and I get everyone else who's interested to roll an insight check.
God damn it.
I mean, it's a legendary. It's a legendary
Yeah, right.
weapon. What did you expect?
Yeah, no.
Wondrous. Yeah, Gunther and Die aren't falling for that shit. Fang is just
Too
like,
far away. Let's
yeah,
just.
no, fair enough.
Yeah.
Just a knife. You know, I have a few of them.
I'm too wired after I just did like behead a fucking Medusa, so I don't think I can.
I mean,
Yeah, you're still there holding the sack that's still kind of moving, like Kalima.
No, I gave it to Die.
Yeah. Dai is really excited to have that thing.
I mean, we are looking for magic weapons. It's not like it's gonna be just a normal weapon right here.
Yeah. There has to be something special about it. That's kind of the thing with these.
Well, I meant it's normal in the context of magic weapons.
I have doubts.
Right.
So I say, okay, look, it's not exactly a holy weapon in the way the others are, but I mean, it's nothing out of the ordinary.
Out of the ordinary.
Is this one talking to you as well?
No, it's not talking to me.
Can we roll and see? Oh,
Can I roll for that?
I'll go another deception and insight.
Snake
So
eyes.
it kind of goes, it's not talking to me. Yes, I am. Quiet you. Silence.
This sounds like bad news, guys.
I think we should all just like fucking
Okay, well-
kick Lysara out of the party now.
Okay, look, it's not. It doesn't have have a soul in it the way Gunther's ring or that staff we found did. It's
Yeah,
more
but
like
Gunther
it's more like the
destroyed
weapon is alive.
That's concerning.
So it has a will of its own?
Yeah, sort of.
That can be good.
Well,
Lazira,
the-
you're sure it's fine?
Look,
I mean,
it basically said it basically said said that it wants to help us in our quest. So I'd say it's fine.
Are you sure about that?
Yes.
Are you sure about that? So, you have this diggity dagger. Let me add it to your sheet real quick.
So the people that are well, the statues that are here that we now know are clearly people. Is there any way we can help them, or are they just fucked?
I think the one that's completely shattered is
I
completely.
mean, yeah, that
fucking
one would
useless.
be, but the ones that are complete, or maybe the ones that are like only missing a limb.
We can always
Do you
pass
really
those
want to
for
like
theft.
turn them back to life and then have them missing an arm? Like, oh yeah, this is perfectly fine.
Or you know,
Well,
we could
it's-
just pass those for actual art, work of arts and just sell them.
That's
Good
even
there.
worse.
They are people.
They're dead!
They may not be dead.
I mean, I'm pretty sure they are at this
Yeah,
point.
that's why I'm asking. Like, is there a way they can be helped or no?
Just say we end their lives and just end their suffering, alright? You don't need to fucking display them like some goddamn Christmas tree. Where you have to decorate their corpse.
Do we even have
I-
Christmas?
I'm just really intrigued by like this big head here.
Oh my god. Yeah, don't
The one next to you.
turn that one back to life. I don't think he's quite thrilled to see what's going on.
Is that like a titan? Is this Shingeki no Kyojin all of a sudden?
No, it's the head that's fallen off of the statue that's just here. You can see there's also an arm that's fallen off.
Oh yeah, I
Actually-
see it.
Yeah.
I actually kind
The
of want to check
statues
out.
are in various stages of disrepair.
Actually-
I'll get you to roll an intelligence check, Diana. And sorry, what were you saying, Faye?
Oh, I was just gonna check out the statues individually.
Okay. Go investigation check for me.
Okay.
Great.
Wrong button.
Cool. Um. Neat. Okay, so, Diana, you would know that there is a way to turn people back from being stone, but if they're in pieces like that,
Yeah, that's
yeah, it's going to turn them back in pieces, and they're going to die horribly very quickly.
yeah. Maybe
um,
we'll leave those alone, but
Yes.
that's probably for
Um,
the best.
Yeah. And Faye, you're looking over these statues, and they are all seemingly adventurers, people who have come to try and defeat this Medusa or do what it is they were trying to do, whether it be pass through or whatever it is. They've all met with this thing, and it's turned all of them to stone,
Mm,
and it's used them as decoration.
that wasn't very
Aesthetic.
cashmanic.
Whether it be used to ward people away or whether it be used just because it's proud of its accomplishments, you don't know. But yep,
Pretty dead now.
yep.
That Medusa aesthetic.
I'm assuming that Medusa was naked and doesn't have any pockets, does it?
Yeah, no, if you
we
find-
went over this. She was naked.
Yeah, if
Okay.
you happen to find loot on her, you're searching in places you shouldn't be. There's also a bow that it has. It's a just a short bow. Nothing too special about it.
Mm.
Yeah, I won't bother with that.
So, when we got the Medusa out, you told me that it can still be used to turn things to stone, and it also can be used to create certain types of potions if you use like the right bits of it.
Yes. So
Is there
you-
anything else I know about like the rest of its body? Like, if you get a fucking Medusa hand, you can make a potion that makes you, I don't know, it gives you like wicked boners or something.
Fucking heck. Die, no.
You don't want a Medusa to give
It's a
you a
very
hand?
unspecific thing to ask for.
Yeah,
An example.
Uh-huh.
that was a
I'm
very
sure.
specific example.
I'm sorry, dicks are funny. But yeah, you know, I mean, in general, like if there's anything else that I could take from it that could be useful to create some sort of potion.
So you would know that the snakes on the hair, those can be sort of drained of their poison, and that can be used to make poisons. But like their venom,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, that can be used to make poisons.
That's
But
good to
the
know.
rest of the body, not so
It's
much.
just okay.
Yeah.
You could skin her and like make a blanket out of her skin. If you really want to loot her.
No thanks. I have better
Well,
things
can you
to
imagine?
do.
Can you imagine how well that would sell though? Like you show up to the market, like I've got this blanket or like this coat made from Medusa skin.
Nah.
That's kind of fucked.
Yeah,
It
that's
is, but-
out of the scope of what I do. I'll steal a homeless person's blanket, but I won't do that.
No. He's going to he's going to take the Medusa skin so that he can save a spell slot for disguise self.
Nah.
I'm gonna be right back real quick.
Okay. So yeah,
So-
there's nothing else. Yeah.
Yeah. While we're here, I just want to check out this tower a bit. Like, just
Alright.
kind of like,
Roll a perception check.
alright? Keep accidentally closing it. Like a dumbass. Perception. There we go.
Oh man.
So you can see above the altar on the opposite side of the room, on the wall, there seems to be, it kind of blends in with the stonework, so it's almost kind of tricky to see. But there's a mural, like a stonework mural, that's been carved.
Are you alright?
I'm good. And you can see it's like a harp with 5 strings, and it's all made of leaves.
I'm gonna go a little closer and just kind of check it out a bit.
All right, roll a religion check for me.
All right.
So you know that this is dedicated to Malil, who is the god of poetry and song.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, it's a deity that's like a good deity. It's a neutral good. Like it's good for. It's in it for the people more so than obeying rules and things. It's more for a deity that represents joy and happiness.
Nice. Do you think the monks at the temple would know more about her?
They could do.
Okay.
So out of character, if this is the kind of temple that this is to this kind of deity, why was that thing in here?
Odds are there's a temple was abandoned and it had kind of fallen apart quite a bit since it was abandoned, and this thing moved in and kind of took it over. And now that you've cleared it out,
Oh no, I didn't mean the Medusa. I meant the weapon because it sounds pretty sketchy.
The weapon was likely put here to be guarded and protected by the deity watching over its tower, so that the weapon didn't like fall into the wrong hands or someone didn't approach and just take it.
Right.
One other thing you did notice is that the when you picked up the weapon, the dust that had settled on it and around it left like a mark on the altar.
It's kind of irresponsible to leave it there for like that.
Like nothing's actually touched it for a long time. It's just kind of been sitting there.
Interesting.
Is there anything else that I notice in the area, or is that about it?
You feel warm. Faye, specifically, you feel warm.
Mm-hmm.
And you're not sure why, but you feel like you're being watched.
Like in a good way, or like in a really
You're
creepy?
not entirely sure.
Hmm.
You just know that something's keeping an eye on you.
That's concerning.
So, what would you guys like to do?
What's that about that upstairs area in the tower?
Right.
The place that the Medusa was waiting.
There was like a ceiling up there that's kind of mostly caved in and collapsed. You notice that most of the stonework that had fallen apart and dropped has been cleared out of the way, probably by the Medusa, so that it didn't clutter and make her home look like a mess. It looks, because a lot of it's fallen apart, it looks like it would probably be kind of unstable. But I mean, there might be something up there. You don't know.
I want to go up there. I have a grappling hook I want to try to use.
Oh my god.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
He's off.
Let me check something real quick. Okay. So I'll get you to roll it's a d20 plus your dexterity modifier. We'll sort of hurl it up there in such a way that it'll hook onto something, hopefully.
Ouch.
Alrighty. First attempt, you hurl it up. I'll just put you in place here. You hurl it up there and give it a good pull to make sure that it locks into place, and you hear it slide across the stonework. And I'll get Faye to make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh god.
Oh,
Oh,
Why?
Should have stayed back there.
Oh, thank god.
So you hear it grind and goes sink and pull free, and you look up and it's falling toward you, and you quickly step out of the way and it clanks onto the stone ground beside you.
Oh, the
I just
grappling
shoot a
hook
glare.
fell?
Yeah,
Okay.
I shoot a nasty
didn't
glare
catch
at
anything.
Gunther.
it didn't catch anything. You just kind of you threw it up there. It might have grabbed something, you pulled, and it just pulled it free and just dropped it.
I just shoot a nasty glare at Gunther.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to do that.
Why don't you have your bird check if there's anything up there?
Actually,
Like,
that
at
would
all.
be wise. Thank you.
Before you try climbing
Try
up there.
killing the rest of your party members.
I'll actually send my bird upstairs and use the ability to see with its eyes.
Should we keep account of how many times Gunther almost kills somebody else in the party?
Yeah, who
It's
wants to keep a
Nexus.
tally? I think Lacey should do it.
The
think I'm the one who gets,
Gunther friendly
Fucking
fire
hit all the
counter.
time.
So, as the bird goes up to the higher level, you use the ability you have to sort of see through its eyes.
Yep.
And you can see up there, sort of up against the wall, there's a sack, like a hempen sack that's there, and it looks full of Lord knows what.
Is the bird able to drag that, or is it too heavy?
It looks like it would be too heavy for the bird to drag.
Alright, well, I'll try to go up again, I guess.
Alrighty.
I suggest
I
Faye-
have.
Can I move out of the way
Yep,
first?
you sure
Yes.
can.
Okay, I'm out of the
Would it-
tower.
Yep.
Would it be possible
Actually,
would it be
not the
possible at all
entrance.
to climb up there?
That's what I'm trying to
You
do.
can try. The outside of the building is kind of rough, so you can give it a try. I'll get you to roll an athletics check if you want to try and climb up there.
Okay.
I can do it.
Before I
Oh,
do,
Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
I was just because I have a potion for that.
Oh yeah, we also have the growth potion, but I think we should save it too.
Yeah, that's too cool.
Oh,
But I have a,
Spider
but
shoes,
I
by
have,
the way.
I have like 3 potions of climbing, so why not?
Oh wait, actually,
Yep.
actually, I can use my shoes.
Yeah, the shoes that you
Oh
got.
right, you have special shoes.
I wanna
Yeah.
use my-
Di's like, oh, but I
Special
want to use my
eyes.
potion.
Hey Nick, I want to use my shoes to go up there.
All right, so you guys watch as Gunther walks over to the wall and then just walks up the wall like he's walking on ground.
I think we
Just
all
walk
need to lay off the
straight up there.
shrooms.
What was in that
Uh,
Medusa?
So he walks up the top, and there's this hempen sack there that's tied at the top with string.
I open it.
All right, and it's full of bees. No, I'm just kidding. Bees in the bees.
No,
are
it's not full of bees. It's full of wasps.
Oh,
Oh.
jeez.
Oh, good. Excellent.
Swiggity swag, what's in the bag?
What's in the bag?
Yeah.
You find it's mostly food rations that the Medusa must have been keeping around. You find it's kind of like a string, like leather string bracelet with a charm on it.
I'll take that.
And you find a candle.
Candle.
Yep.
I guess I'll take the candle.
Is it scented?
Yeah, does it smell like anything, or
You give it a good whiff, and it smells like animal fat.
so a regular
Uh,
candle?
Yeah.
Not the kind of
And-
scent I was thinking of.
Just wondering, but how many rations are there? I'll probably just take that as well.
Probably about 10 rations worth of food. Like there's a lot of like food scraps in there. Just sort of meat that's been dried and all kinds of things. You notice that there's some food in there that's not food that one would find out in the wild, but is like traveling portions.
So the starter
Um,
kit rations.
Kind of like there's some of them that's like actual on the road kind of MRE style like traveling food kits that you guess probably belong to some of the adventurers that have been turned to stone.
Okay, I'll take them too. I guess I'll actually take the bag too. It could be useful for something.
So you haul with you the giant sack full of goods.
Yep.
So make sure you write it all down in your sheet.
Yeah, I wrote it down on a Google sheet right now. I'm gonna transcribe it after.
Is there anything else up
quick.
there? Because
Yeah, is there?
Faye's feeling watched, wasn't she?
She was. There's nobody and nothing else up here.
Can I inspect that bracelet thing that I got?
Yep. Check something real quick.
So I'll go to Yankee Candle and get that animal fat scented.
You mean that fucking bacon smell?
Sent for the garage.
There's literally
Animal fat.
there's literally a fucking candle scent called bacon. And as much as I
That's
like bacon,
amazing.
I'm not sure I'd be that thrilled for it to be in candle form.
I was gonna say that's probably not a candle you can use to like set the mood before sex. That's
Bacon.
Some
Okay,
people
I
probably
beg
would
to
though.
differ.
oh no. Gross.
I'll get you to roll an appraise check for me, Gunther, or an investigation check, whichever you
Oh,
prefer.
fuck.
All right. So you looking over it, it looks like the charm is made of a small disc of copper, probably like a copper piece, like a coin or something that's like been hammered down and like the edges carved and trimmed away, and it's been worked into this little almost like a floral decorative piece. And you believe that this would belong to someone, but it's probably not the big rough and tumble adventurers that are out there turned to stone.
Okay. Does it have anything that seems like any kind of abilities? Or just a
Like it might
regular
be magic.
bracelet? Yeah.
Not that you can tell.
Okay. How much would that be worth, you think?
You value it at probably 50 gold pieces
Okay.
to the right buyer. Also worth mentioning, Lazira, that identify scroll that you used,
Yeah.
once you read it out fully and cast the spell, the scroll itself burned up.
Oh yeah, yeah. I've already removed it. Yeah.
Cool.
Alright, so that's about it for that. I'll put the leather bracelet in my bag, and then yeah, pretty much that. We'll go back down there where everyone is.
Alrighty. Yep. So you walk back down the wall with Santa's sack over your back.
Ho ho, fucking ho. So is anyone
Ho,
into
ho, ho.
candles
Merry
here?
Gunther.
Anyone interested in candles here? That's a
Um,
serious question.
I mean, I'm pretty sure we can find some use for it at some point, so we should just keep it.
I mean, who wants it?
I don't know, whoever wants to keep it. You found it. Do you want to get rid of it because it probably smells gross?
No, because it takes up space in my bag.
I'll hold
Do
on
you-
to it.
Ow.
There we go. Thank you.
So Zyra can add the candle to her.
I also have all
Inventory.
these rations. Anyone want some?
He shows you like a bag filled with like jerky and all kinds of stuff. Lord knows how long it's been sitting up there in a bag in the sun.
Mm,
Yeah, thinking about it, I should probably just. toss
Maybe the dog will like it.
you try to
Yeah,
poison my dog?
If it's no, because it's jerky. I mean, it's meat. He would like it.
He's still you look over and you can see him still currently peeking out from behind the bush that's over there.
Oh yeah.
He probably wouldn't eat it if it was bad.
I mean, we can try, but I don't feel like giving my dog sketchy treat.
It's a wolf, Faye, not a Pomeranian.
It's okay. Just take the jerkies. I'll toss the rest.
All right.
And I'll keep the
So-
sack. The empty bag. I mean, I need it for reasons.
So you are you guys heading back now, or what are your plans?
I mean, if there's nothing else here. I think it was interesting that Faye was feeling watch, though.
Hmm?
Oh, I think it was interesting that you were feeling watch, but there was no one else in there.
Did Faye mention that?
No, not
Nope.
yet.
I don't think
Okay.
she did.
Because I think it's because Gunther was like trying to kill me there.
I was watching you. I'm kidding.
I mean, for all you know, it could have just been the watchful eyes of you guys just staring me down.
Always
I'm
watching,
sorry.
Wazowski.
Sorry. Sorry, we're just staring at you.
Good. Take a good long look at it because it's a fine ass.
Does anyone else feel that? Because I mean, Gunther's in there, for example.
Nope.
What?
Just me?
Nah, I think something's on you, Faye.
Would I have felt it when I was at the altar?
Nope.
Just me? Oh boy.
Just you.
That's not
Be
good.
wary.
Alright. Maybe we should get out of
Always
here.
watching, Wazowski. Always watching.
Right, so I was asking earlier about the statues that are still complete, if they could be turned back.
You know that there is a way to do that. It involves making a potion.
Uh-huh.
That would be the primary ingredient is the eyes of the Medusa.
Oh boy.
That's worth it.
I think I'd rather keep my Medusa head as it.
Fair enough.
We don't even know these people.
What I am going to do though is probably tell the monks, and maybe they can figure something out.
Just don't show them the
Okay.
head.
This is the place I used to come to to like meditate or something.
Yep.
They would, send people out here to meditate.
Yeah, they can deal with like the stone people. I don't care. I need my
They can
Medusa.
deal with them like they're gonna fucking like just spring to life and attack.
You
Jesus.
never know when you're gonna need to turn someone to stone.
There is also a spell that can do it, but it's a pretty high level spell that none of you can cast.
Okay, yeah, so it is worth telling people that. Yeah, okay.
Okay.
So I guess we should go if there's nothing else here.
I'm pretty much done here.
Sounds good.
Alrighty. Moro comes bounding over.
Good
Um,
boy.
So you guys pack up your things and start heading back? And are you guys making your way straight to the monastery, or are you going to stop at Seria first, or what? It's still fairly early in the day.
And, I think we should go back to monastery. We don't want them thinking we died out here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that'd be good. How long did we give them? 3 days?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You've used 1 and a bit, so you'll get there. You'll get back there before the end of the 3 days.
That's good. So maybe we should go back. Yeah.
All right, so you guys start heading back. You don't run into any trouble on the path, and you stop for a rest on the way. Set up camp again. As you're traveling, you notice Moro is following Gunther rather closely. And yeah,
What did I do?
anything you guys want to do before you get to the monastery?
Do I know why he's following him? Can I like kind of check that out or?
Yeah, roll an insight check.
Darn it!
No, it's okay. You know that Moro can smell the jerky.
I told you.
I thought I gave that to Faye.
Yeah, I told you he would like it.
Well, since I'm the one holding on to the jerk, I'll just give him some.
Oh, Faye's the one holding on to the jerky?
Yeah, I was pretty sure I gave that to Faye.
I
didn't
didn't
know
even
that.
know that you gave it to me. I thought.
Oh, I guess you just didn't hear me. I was saying I'm giving it to you. Do you want it?
Oh, I guess I didn't agree.
Yeah.
Well, I guess I have it, so I'll give it to
Alright.
tomorrow.
Well, yeah. Moro's following
us-
whoever has the jerky.
Okay. Anyways,
Okay, I thought there was something serious going on.
I know. I thought it was like,
Yeah.
It's
Is it like when animals like detect that you're getting cancer or something? Is Gunther dying?
Oh man.
is that really an issue?
Oh, I can restore that charge in my wand, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Just like Gunther might be dying, Faye's like, I'm going to allow this.
This is fine.
I would rather not.
So, you guys make it back to the monastery. That charge in your wand is replenished, and you guys get to replenish all your hit points and spells used. So like your Hunter's Mark, for example, and other things that you used in the fight against the Medusa, all of that gets restored because you get a nice full night's rest. And you make it back to the monastery in sort of the early hours of the morning of the third day.
I heard a cat.
Yeah, it's my cat.
Silly kitty.
She's really needy today because we just picked her up from like the what's it called? The fuck, I don't remember.
Shelter.
Yeah, I guess. And she always gets like that after staying at the shelter.
This one's cuddles.
Yeah, she's just needy. She's fine.
I love cats.
Being a
Cats
little
are great.
shit.
It's kind of
Well,
standard
that's
operating
just-
procedure for cats.
Yeah, that's just cats.
I would look at Apollo if he was here.
But he's not.
Rip.
Oh. Oh.
Wait.
So
Yes.
you guys have arrived back here, and you're welcomed in by the monks at the front gate. They open it up for you and bow their heads to you as you enter.
We're like, hey, we didn't die.
Yo. And then we Toby's just like, we fucking flushed the Medusa head. Like, guess what we brought?
Oh my god!
No.
Do you guys know anything about this? Just freezes them in place. Oh
Accidentally turn the whole monastery down.
my god.
Let's maybe not do that.
Around what time did you say it was?
It's probably about 10 a.m.
Okay.
9 or 10. So you can see the early morning sun sort of glaring down on him.
Question. Would I
Yes.
like who would be the best person to talk to about the deity here at the monastery?
Probably you'd be talking to the one who's kind of in charge, the one that was sitting with the prince at your dinner here.
Mm-hmm.
Either that, or you could probably just ask around.
Yeah.
Maybe they'll have scripture that you can read, or who
Okay.
knows.
Yeah, I'm just gonna approach one of the monks and just ask like yo, so when we were at Mil's guard Malil how do you say it? Malil's?
My Lil.
When we were at Malil's garden, I had seen sort of like was it like a scripture or was it like sort of like a carving?
It was a carving, like a mural. or an
Okay, like a
image.
mirror. That was the word I was trying to think of. I was like, what is the word am I trying to think of? But like, I saw a mural of my Lil, and I was kind of interested and would like to know more about her. Do you know anything like what I could read up on to study her, or if you know anyone who could tell me about her, or
Yeah, so the monk nods and says, I'll see if I can find some of our writings that we have stored away in the book hall, and I'll bring it out to you so you can read it. Maybe you can take it with you. I'll consult the keepers there.
okay. Actually, I should talk to the person in charge here, anyways, because I have a few questions about the tower, anyways, that he may know of. Well, actually, I'll read the scriptures first.
Alrighty. So you guys head up and around the same path that you were on previously. As you pass the waterfall off to the right there, you can see that there's a monk who's practicing. He's blindfolded, standing on the rock, and he's practicing like his. It looks like his fighting styles and his balance. Moving past there, up through that same garden that's currently being raked by that same monk from before. You pass over the bridge and come upon the fighting pit where the monks are standing around. There are people that are sparring on the at the center of it. It's at this fighting pit that you see the prince is standing there watching, and as is the monk that's sort of in charge here. They're standing by and observing and talking.
Hey, yo, so we didn't die.
Yeah, they as you approach them, they smiles light up their faces and they welcome you all back.
Yeah, we took care of your Medusa problem.
Everything should be clear over there. You are free to go back whenever you want.
The what problem? I'm sorry.
Don't worry about it.
Oh yeah, there was a Medusa in Milo's
Don't worry
garden.
about it.
Okay.
Hey, they deserve to know.
It's not there anymore.
It's quite all right. The primary word we were looking there for there was, so that's good. So did you find what you needed?
Sure did.
Excellent.
Actually, I was wondering. As I approach the monk in charge. What do you know about my Lil?
Mylil is the god of poetry and song, and often watches over nature, life, all kinds of things. It's his primary, I suppose, goal is to ensure that people are alive and happy.
Oh, I thought it was. Oh, sorry.
What was that?
I thought my Lil was a girl. This is out of character, by the way. I thought it was a girl. I'm sorry. I did not mean to assume its gender.
Yeah, no, I honestly thought it was as well, and then I read over it and it's like god of rather than goddess of, and I was like, oh.
It's a dude.
What was that? Sorry, I had to go.
We were assuming the gender of a god.
My Lil is a very feminine name, so
Yeah.
It is. That's why
It is. I thought it was a girl as well.
Yeah, we all thought it was, and then I read through it and it was like, rather than goddess, it said god, and I was like, oh. Yeah.
We all assume his gender. Oh
It
no.
happened.
Oh no! Tumblr's gonna be after us.
I'm sorry.
did you just assume my gender? There we go. It's a smiting time.
So, yes, but the tower has not been looked after for some time, and has more than likely fallen into disrepair. We haven't been able to send anyone out there to remedy the situation and fix it. Those that we sent out, they didn't return. So
Yeah, that's probably because of the Medusa.
it could very well be. It's worth noting that you guys did see, among the big fighters and warriors that were there, you did see one or two monks wearing the same sort of robes as these guys.
Oh, yeah, we probably should mention that we probably found some of your guys there. Maybe
Yeah, you might want to
not-
do something about it.
Some of them are not in whole pieces. I wouldn't worry about it too much.
Were the monks whole or not?
Yeah, that is a good question. Were
Yeah,
the
they
monks
seem
whole?
to be.
Okay, then they're good.
They seemed like more than likely the ones that are crumbled and broken and fallen apart are the ones that were like have been there for a long while.
Yeah, that makes sense.
The monks being sent out there was more of a recent thing.
Yeah, you probably should get on that.
He nods and he says, "We'll send some people out there now, knowing that the coast is clear, and see what we can do about the situation. Maybe we'll bring some clerics with us to see if we can remedy them."
By the way, when we were at the temple at my Lil's, and I kind of look at the group because I haven't said anything yet, but I'm like, when I was checking out that mural, oh my god, I almost choked. I had a strong feeling of being watched. Is that normal? Is that something I should be concerned about, or?
You'd see him sort of furrow his brow and think. And he says, "Well, you said that there was a Medusa there."
Well, this was after she was dead.
Mm-hmm. And you guys obviously slew the Medusa that was there. Who was it that slew the beast?
Me?
I see. It was, in all likelihood, my Lil watching down on those who cleared his temple and rid it of the evil that was there. So you being the one that dealt the finishing blow, he was likely watching over you.
Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
a good thing. A good
Oh,
thing. In
thank
that
goodness.
sense, I'm sure he would send his blessing to you as one who helped rid his temple of evil.
Okay, that seems really unfair because I took most of the damage today.
I'm sorry.
Scratching at me.
It was a team effort.
I had to fight off the Medusa and Lazira.
Yeah. What a shitty god. I don't like him. It's just because I'm a tiefling, isn't it? Rude.
I just pat Die on the back and like, I'm sorry. It's okay. I appreciate you.
I'm just imagining like a like as you're saying all that, like what a shit god, he's terrible. Like I just imagine in the corner pops up like Milo will remember that, like, you know, Walking Dead style.
Well, Dai will remember that.
Dai is going to be smoked.
So
Oh.
How do you say that word anyway?
it's at this point that the other monk returns from the stairs. He walked up with you guys and went up the stairway. He walks down the stairs, walks over to Faye, and he hands you this this tome, this book. Couldn't be more than about 100 pages long.
Oh, not too bad.
And it looks to be like a writing or scripture or something of the like that relates to my Lil.
Bible.
Uh-oh.
Is it a Bible? Hello?
I
Hello?
mean, can you guys hear me or?
Yeah. It
Oh,
just
yeah.
says it was
Oh,
really
okay,
silent
cool.
for like a good 5 seconds.
Yeah.
I know,
I
I'm
was
like,
I was just saying that it was scripture that relates to seemingly to my Lil and his teachings and ways. Yeah.
Well, I'm still really offended, so I don't care much for it, but yeah. Everyone else, I don't know.
Is it a Bible?
Fair enough. So what would you guys like to do? You're now back at the monastery, and is there anything you wanted to do while you were here?
Well, while we're with the head monk, I actually want to ask him something. So, I pretty much just like take that little bracelet out of my bag and show him like, would you know something about this?
He takes it and gives it a good look over, and he sort of shakes his head and hands it back to you. He says, "I can't say that I do. It,
Oh well, thank you for your time.
yeah,
I put it back.
likely someone's charm or some kind of personal object of theirs. Could be belonging to someone who lives in Seria, I suppose. That was a close place to where the temple is.
Could be.
Either that or Laven, but it doesn't look like something that someone in Laven would wear."
Yeah, it really
You
doesn't.
never know.
It's too pretty for living.
Don't
Maybe
judge people.
Might be worth checking Syria when I have the time, but I'm not
Hmm.
much of a person that runs around looking for people's lost items.
Fair enough. Well, feel free to stay here. And the prince sort of arcs up and says, "Oh, well, actually, we really should get going. We don't want to miss the festival and the feast."
Yeah, that's
And
fair.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So, as they say their goodbyes and everyone gets together and starts packing their horses with all of their gear, They bid you guys a good farewell, and off you guys go northwards to Veskia. You guys travel through the forests, through the wood. And it gets reasonably cold fairly quickly.
This is where Kay lives.
I very might well be because
this
it is really
for all I
bad
know, this
here.
is probably Canada, for all I know.
Yeah. As you walk along the snow, you notice that Moro is kind of now less so walking and more so jumping and bouncing.
No.
Oh, baby, he likes it.
Yeah, he doesn't seem to mind the cold so much. And you guys head up that way, and by the time it reaches nightfall, seeing as you're heading through the woods, there is a path, but it is through heavy wood. So you guys get to around about here before the group decides to sort of stop and have a short rest. As at this point they start the discussion, should we make camp here or should we press on and try and get there by tonight? What do you guys think?
I mean,
The
isn't
rest
it
of
up?
the group, like the prince and the guards, are kind of torn 50-50. Some of them are arguing like we should go. Some of them are arguing we should stay and wait till it's safe to go, and blah 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 blah.
I'm not knowledgeable of cold weathers, but a break couldn't hurt.
Is there any dangers we should know, like we would know about that are in these woods?
Roll a nature check.
Oh,
If anyone knows, that would be you.
oh,
You
yep.
say that, but she only has a +1 to nature.
You're the wood elf. What the fuck, Faye?
So
Who says I was raised in the woods?
you would know that most of the danger in the woods here would be related to wolves, maybe a roving band of orcs, like a hunting party. That would be about it.
But it
And
wouldn't
you're
be
fairly confident you could take on most of what it
Yeah.
offers.
Yeah, I mean, if we were to encounter something, we would, regardless. Like,
Oh yeah, no. I was
Oh.
just wondering if there was anything like major up here. Like, fuck, what if we had like a fucking yeti in our midst?
the purple worms. I think they were talking about. I was going to ask them about the purple.
Oh
worms.
shit, yeah.
But that's probably more like up north. Like,
You would know that yetis and things of that nature are more likely way up in the mountains. You wouldn't so much encounter things like that in the forest down here at the base of the mountains.
Mhm. Okay.
Yes.
How much longer until we actually get to Baskir?
Probably a few hours. If you press on, you could make it there late tonight.
I mean, I don't know why the guards and the prince are complaining. They had like a couple days just to relax at monastery.
So do you think you should press forward or
What do
have
you
a
guys
rest?
think?
Yeah, I'm gonna agree with that.
Of ours, we might just want to press on then.
Yeah, we can protect them from anything.
All right.
If we have to.
Dai, what do you think?
Hello?
Dai?
Did we lose her?
We lost her.
Probably. She's probably just like ducked out real quick.
Hello?
Joyce?
Hello.
Oh well. I mean, this would be a pretty good spot to take a break anyway. So,
Okay.
Okay.
I'll stop that recording for now.
alrighty.